name's Grandad.
Hello everyone and welcome back. Thank you to all that subscribed last weekend. We finally managed to get over the 3,000.
Yeah, thank you very much.
So for the floorboards we're just using a spruce tongue and groove. What width are they? 119. So I'm going to stain them, varnish them and everything before we actually lay them, so I can get in around the edges and everything. So this is the reverse, and I'm just going to put some varnish, a couple of coats of varnish on these on the back, and I am using, just for the back, some crystal clear exterior varnish. Dries really quick, and this is only the reverse, so I just wanted something that I could get a couple of coats on that would dry really quick, and it's cheap, so that's what I'm using for that. Then on the other side, the first thing that I'm going to use is the dark Jacobean wood dye. Now that is really because I want the knots and everything and all the markings on there to really stand out. So that just sort of like highlights all the bits on the wood that isn't plain. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to add a little bit of water with that. It's water based, so I'm going to add a little bit of water just so it's not so strong. So when that dries, it'll go a lot lighter, but it'll leave all the knot areas and that just darker. Alright, so that's dried now. I'm just going to give it a sand before the next layer. Right, so the next two coats, I'm using the Johnson's Wood Stained Country Walnut. Now I'm using the heavy duty floor varnish, and it's a polywine. Now I've used this before, but it was a harder one than this, so I think this must be the next one down, I think. But it says quarry tiles, cork tiles, wooden floors, flagstones and slate. And I used to use this in the house, and used to use it for my slate floors as well. And I used to just pull it on with a mop. So I thought, well, if we use it for these, I can keep topping it up. Dries really quick and gives a nice solid surface. So I'll put that on now. We've pulled the fridge out of the way and we're going to start laying the boards from this end. We've already put some buffalo board under the steps and brought it up the same height as what the floorboards are. So Grandad has now cut all around them little edges to get that to fit right, and it just slides slightly under the step.
It's tight that way though, H, you know. I just realised it's tight between the end of there and that wall.
Oh, is it?
There's a bit of a gap, but it's not massive. It's up to that edge there.
This is the first of the 3 hatches we've got. So as we go along, you'll see how Grandad has gone round those hatches.
So what we've done then is we've just marked the distance from there, from where the hatch is, that seam, and measure that there, and then just pencil marked just in all 4 corners, so that we know when this goes down, this line here will follow all the way down the boat. Then looks right then, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So we can get that one in. We can get this one into place, into here.
Tack it temporary.
Tack it down temporary, and then we can work. And then we can cut this board that's going to go in there.
Yeah.
And then we can go up there with either side. Well.
And the reason why we've done it a bit wider than the original hatch is because the covering over the hatch, we want to have a frame so it actually sits up over that gap.
Yeah, so there's like 2 frames if you like.
Yeah,
there?
so it avoids dust going in.
Yeah.
We've pulled the washing machine out, which was a bit of a pain.
Traumatic.
Yeah, not to damage any of the wood that we've already laid. But we're now just going to get this bit finished and put the washing machine back in. But it's quite hard to get past.
So I had to use the tradesman's entrance. Don't use the doors no more. Easy.
Once he was done, he had to go back again. Let's just try fitting them now, just to make sure that they do match at the end. And we've actually used the same plank of wood for both ends, and we've just cut it off there, and we'll use the same bit of plank in there, just so the grain looks the same when it's...
bits really.
We're getting there, Grandad.
We are.
Got another big batch to stain and varnish and that now. So next bit, Grandad.
Next bit, Nanny. Oh, might be the way around, Nanny. Might be that way around.
Yeah, I think it is. You can tell by the footprint. So we've got like a skirting board around these are the seats and the dinette, so that'll go on once this is done.
And cover all that.
Yeah.
And
So
around there and everything.
So we've give a bit of a gap around the outside and around that bit. Got a few dribbles of stain on that one.
Well, this one?
Yeah, just on the tongue and groove. You won't see it.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Lovely.
Do you want your hammer? Is it round there? Still all square?
Yeah. That's it, no idea.
Yeah. So this third hatch, we wanted it with a glass top. We've decided to put a wooden top on for now, and we may change it to a glass one. Reason being why we've changed our mind is because we get a couple of drips from the condensation from the mushroom vent that's directly above it, and we was worried that if it's glass, is it going to make it slippy sometimes if we get that condensation dripped in. So we're going to do it wood, and then we'll make a decision further along if we're going to put a glass one on or not. The next little cut we're going to do is because we want to put a piece of this wooden floor in. It's from the iconic Rock City here in Nottingham that many top bands have played at since the early 80s. I think it was early 80s when
1980
it opened.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, all the clues are there. And when they lifted the floor a few years ago to put a new one on, I brought a piece of this iconic bit of flooring that's there. So it's seen many a top bands, and we've decided to insert it inside one of our floorboards and keep it in the boat, because the boat is born and bred in Nottingham.
Yeah.
So here's some of the top bands that have played there: Kinks, U2, BB King, Def Leppard, The Smiths, REM, In Excess, Guns N' Roses, Pixies, Beautiful South, Red Hot Chili Peppers, Nirvana,
Wurzels,
The Cure, Rage Against the Machine,
Peters and Lee,
Oasis, Ozzy Osbourne, Iron Maiden,
Black Lace,
David Bowie, Green Day, Joe Strummer, Slipknot, Muse, Kings of Leon, The Killers, Fall Out Boy, Amy Winehouse, Elbow, The Specials. That was a good night, Specials. Mumford and Sons, Bring Me the Horizon.
that was a great night.
Rasmus, I don't know. We've got Libertines. Yeah, that's just a few. So
Bowie was on as well there, wasn't it? One
yeah,
time?
I think I've said him, haven't I?
Right.
But yeah, so hopefully we've got a bit of that icon floor, and all of them have walked on it. So we've got a poorly little boy with us today. Yeah, he's off school, so
I think it's because it's maths day.
yeah, probably.
It's not art today at school, it's maths day, so he thought I'll be ill.
No, he's got
No, he
really
has.
bad throat again, so so he's not gone to school, so he's with us for the day. There you go, Grandad. He just wanted to prove it.
I thought it was a Channel Tunnel.
So he got to work on doing some nice colouring, some pictures that he wants to stay under that flooring forever. he
We
said.
told him to just do a few quick drawings, but it lasted about 3 hours in the end. It was like a masterpiece. I can get in now, I think. Well.
Again, hold your ears, Reg.
Well, I'm going to have to get there now, Reg.
On the other side.
Yeah. There you go, mate.
It looks so different. It looks actually so different.
Looks really nice, don't it?
It looks
Because
different.
we've had this dirty floor all the time. What we've worked in, it's nice to have a nice floor. This area is going to be our dance floor. Ooh.
I'm just trying to think how to get it in, that's all. I don't know how we're going to get it in.
We've left like a gap underneath for the floor to sit underneath. And that ball fits in perfectly. But it's just if we hammer that one in, we're not going to get the other one in. So in the end, we only had to cut off the tongue and then it fitted in. We're using some of our small pieces that were left over from the ends, because this bit's under the settee, so you're not going to see this bit, so we thought we'll do some joins under there. Because the boat's so narrow, we haven't had to do any joins anywhere else, so we didn't just want to see some joins showing, so we just put them under the settee.
It's a bit of a...
Yeah, that's the only thing. We found out that a couple of, one pack at least of the wood, of the tongue and groove, is slightly narrower than the others. So we just have to make sure that we're getting bits that fit.
I'll have to put a spacer in that one, H.
Got the sofa on its side. Hopefully we can get this bit all done. It's weird though, it's only just one packet, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like...
Yeah.
Good job we weren't joining them all up,
Yeah.
going along.
We hired a porter nailer from Frank Key hire in West Bridgeford in Nottingham. Just takes a lot of the guesswork out.
Yeah.
And it only costs something like £30-something a week for the hire, so
35 quid I think
Yeah.
it was. And then you paid for the nails as
nails
well.
on top. But yeah,
Saved us
oh
a lot of time, didn't it? And for you to keep getting on your knees and
yeah.
that. So yeah, well worth 35 quid. Right, so now we've got the bit that goes around the corner there and our little hatch, inspection hatch to the bilge. So
Yeah. Got to put a frame around that now, haven't we?
yeah. We'd put the skirting on the cabinets when we made them, sort of we raised them enough to be able to fit the floor underneath.
So if that's square H. Yeah. Lucky, innit? Right, so 95. So I want to come off under that. Yeah, 95, so a little bit of a 93 then. Let's see if this fits.
Yeah, so a couple of mil all the way round as a gap.
Yeah, because we haven't made that
Because
frame
we've got to
yet.
lift it up, yeah.
Yeah, that's all right, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, we go. This small hatch is purely to inspect the bilge. So we've got one in the stern, one in the bow, one in the saloon now. But we're actually thinking of putting another one under one of the dinette chairs on the opposite side to this. So we'll have 4
Inside the storage
inside the
bit,
storage
so
bit.
you don't see the opening.
Okay. So I'll just mark that now. I'm going to jigsaw that out. Yeah, should be fine, that.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah. That's great. That's what she's pulled out now. Yeah.
Should we nail this one in then we can use this as a...
I've just got to seal the cut,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
cut ends. Varnish don't take long at all, so it's me.
Okay. Just going to square them off that one, really, so that they all
Yeah.
there. So there'd be 2, probably 2 there,
Yeah.
and then that one is going to have to be shaped.
Yeah. We've used just lining paper, wallpaper lining paper under the floorboards instead of underlay, because we didn't want to put underlay, but we just wanted something to divide the 2 woods to stop them, like the friction or moving them together and making a squeak. New day, last bit to finish. Oh, that's a shame. Just gonna have one to cut around there. And it's, you know, once the trim is on, it's just still gonna be a little bit too big, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't know, how thick do you want to do the trim? Ooh. That would be alright.
That's 18mm, isn't it?
Mm. That looks about right. Any thinner than that look weird anyway.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
What about that join up there though?
What, do I not-
Meeting the wood. Oh yeah, that's going under there. Yeah, that one. Oh, the skirting board will go on there anyway, won't it?
Yeah. Yeah, that's going to be... Is that going to be flush to that or raised up?
No, flush. I couldn't bear that trying to get the dust out.
Yeah, so that was... Oh, that looked quite nice actually. Fits in that groove, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Anyway, I can't get the nailer in there, so we'll have to... I might put another one there, because it's walk through in it.
Mm.
Then we'll have to fasten that down.
With
That end.
the panel pins.
Yeah, somewhere, so it's
Yeah.
hidden under the skirting.
Good.
Yeah.
Right, the smaller ones I've cut and varnished all them ones. This
So-
length. I've just thought about that one's going to have to go around the corner.
What's that?
This next one, have we got to have a shape on it, or can it go up square? Yeah, it can go up square anyway, can't it?
Depends how that piece is going in there, isn't it?
It'll be in a curve. Now the little fiddly bits, because it slots under the bookshelf and under the fire hearth a little bit. We don't want to cut too much off. There's a little trim going on the bookshelf base, but we don't want to have too much.
I don't know how else to do it, to be fair.
No. What about if would you be able to slide a small bit up there and we have a join there?
Yeah.
Because it's quite tight to get that bit in, I'm going to do it in 2 sections and have a little join at that corner. You'll not see it. We must have done everything level. Square, because I thought once we got to this bit, we could be at a slight angle. It's worked out exact measurement. That must have been my doing.
I think that was
It's all my good measuring.
I think that was your measuring, Nanny. That was.
Yeah, but I thought at one stage there was going to be like the kitchen dinette.
Yeah, that's square, look.
Yeah.
Because that.
Yeah, just that bit of.
Yeah.
Bit of what do you call it? Grout.
Grout there. Yeah. Oh.
Very good.
Okay, Nanny.
You clever bugger.
Lucky.
Yeah. Was that a fluke or skill?
It has been measured, but it is lucky that it's finished like that, I think. Yeah.
I did think there would be, the last one would be slightly at an angle.
But yeah.
It was getting that first one right, weren't it, at the bottom of the stairs, because we knew the steps were slightly different.
We knew that
we had to make the steps slightly different.
But we knew that when we cut the hatch holes out for the floor locker hatches, whatever they call them, ID holes, when we cut those out, we knew that Well, we did measure them to be square.
Completely square.
Square, yeah.
Yeah.
So-
But the very front of the boat, no, the back of the boat, I should say, the stern, yeah. The steps that come down, we had to make them slightly different either side.
Yeah.
Because the bulkheads were slightly different.
Yeah.
Only a few mil.
Yeah. So we need to cut these shapes out to get that in there now, don't we?
Yeah.
That's going to go over there, yeah?
That looks nice.
Mm.
That's an oak one we brought, but I've just stained it, varnished it the same as what we've used on the floorboards. Actually seems quite good, don't it?
Mm-hmm. I need to try and figure out where this goes now. That's the high side, so that's the tile side. That's the floor side, and that's the tile side there. There's just a little bit of height difference between the two.
Yeah.
So this one doesn't go on that one, it goes on that one. So I need to work out if that goes like that. I've got to try and work out where this finisher goes. To that edge there. To that edge there. Basically to the edge of this arc,
Yeah.
it's a little bit further in on that one, I think. Yeah, so there and there. So it's got to be on that line there.
So it gives you quite a bit for expansion.
Yeah, a bit of
boards
play
anyway
and
as well,
everything.
doesn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, so in theory then, if we put that there like that, we should be able to just clip it straight into the thing, shouldn't we?
Mm.